Life mindset. Hello, dear friends. Ancient wisdom greets you, dear friends. If you've come across this message and choose to ignore it, be mindful. Money might start to slip away from you. The right approach is simple. Take a moment, stop for just 30 seconds, hit the like button, and watch as money starts to find its way to you. It may sound unbelievable, but upon reflection, you'll realize this is a form of psychological suggestion. The desire for money often comes from a longing for a better life, and such phrases tap into that deep-seated expectation within us. When you engage with positivity, like and leave blessings to attract wealth, you're essentially planting a positive mental seed that enhances your desire and confidence towards money. Moreover, this message carries the idea that money is like a flow. It will naturally seek out those who are ready to accept it with belief and courage, just as water flows to the lowest point. Money, too, gravitates towards those who open their hearts to welcome it. Of course, money isn't everything. It can't buy all things. But in the practical world, it certainly offers many conveniences and a sense of security. So why not embrace it with a positive attitude? From this viewpoint, images symbolizing good luck are essentially a form of suggestion and blessing. They encourage us to approach financial matters with optimism and treat money with respect, while also sending out the hope for abundance and a joyful life. Money is often said to have spiritual intelligence, which is why some people are wealthy while others remain poor. The rich understand the principles governing money, while the poor often do not. Today, I'll share where the spiritual intelligence of money truly lies. If you agree with these insights, please like and save this post. You can even use it as a valuable lesson for your children. By applying these principles, your family may one day open the door to prosperity. While it may not bring in thousands daily, it will certainly help your family thrive. Let's explore the following points and see if they resonate with you. What does it mean to respect money? Everyone loves money and desires it, but respecting money goes beyond just loving it. Observe how the wealthy earn and spend money. Everything they do follows a method and a principle. This is what it means to respect money. The rich value money deeply, sometimes even more than life itself, understanding that it's a resource to be cherished. They know that money is not easy to earn. Respecting money doesn't mean never spending it. Hoarding money without spending is the behavior of a miser. Earning money follows principles, and wisely spending it can be a joy when it leads to more wealth. That's the principle of earning returns. Money earned through hard work is income. After you've earned money, it's important to spend it wisely and reinvest it to generate more. The rich understand that they must spend less than they earn in order to build their wealth. This mindset is key to their success. They respect money because they know how difficult it is to earn. This is a deep sense of gratitude for the value of money. There's a saying, the rich are often frugal, while the poor tend to be overly generous in the wrong places. The poor often spend on unnecessary things, missing out on investment opportunities to create wealth that only a few people can recognize. This is one of the key differences between the rich and the poor. For example, if someone in your family participates in gambling, that is an action that destroys wealth. The casino is the ultimate beneficiary. When you gamble, you're simply contributing to the wealth of the casino. Gambling is not only illegal, but also inherently a violation of the law. Gamblers, when they win, often indulge and spend recklessly without thinking, but when they lose, they blame bad luck and make excuses. Whether you win or lose, gambling is like pursuing something that ultimately ends up in the hands of someone else. Moreover, have you or your family done things that lead to the loss of wealth? If you think you're doing good by donating money, it may bring blessings if you're supporting truly worthwhile causes. But many people use the name of charity to deceive others, pretending to be poor to manipulate generosity. In such cases, you shouldn't help, as you're encouraging laziness and fostering dependency. People who act against their conscience often work in an uneasy and insecure way, which prevents them from succeeding and accumulating wealth. This is another form of losing wealth. Those who lack compassion do not earn the trust of others and lack meaningful connections, which prevents them from building networks. The flow of money, which requires social interaction, is blocked. This is why one should never mistreat their spouse. The saying, "A wife is wealth," reflects that the wife is the most valuable asset in the family. While there may be opportunities to earn money outside, within the home, there must be someone to preserve and manage it. The wife often fulfills this role. If you mistreat her, you will never achieve wealth. Similarly, if a woman is overly dominant and mistreats her husband, she will face the same consequences. Look at honest public officials. They tend to experience good outcomes. In contrast, those who are corrupt, living extravagantly with many wives or mistresses, often meet tragic ends. The wealthy may have the means to earn money, but they often lack the ability to truly enjoy it. If you do not show filial piety to your parents, nothing will go smoothly. When you live without respect for your parents, your relationships with family and friends will suffer. Without a strong social network, money cannot circulate or generate benefits. Such a person will never become truly wealthy. Some people speak poverty into existence, and for them, becoming rich is difficult. This is because our outward appearance often reflects our inner thoughts. If your heart is unstable, do not claim that you are destined to be poor. If you frequently tell yourself that you are poor, poverty will settle in your mind and grow. Some even choose social media handles like poor soul or in debt. According to the law of attraction, think about it. Does this bring any benefit? Do you truly want to live off the pity of others? How can you turn a poor person into a wealthy one? There's a saying, poverty doesn't last more than 3 generations, and neither does wealth. Why is that? We need to educate the next generation about thrift, family management, and proper wealth creation. You don't have to go to school every day to learn. Watching this video could be the starting point for you to change your destiny, mindset, lifestyle, and even your approach to making money in the age of the internet. This is the era of change. Learning to recognize trends and leverage them is the first step toward building wealth. A positive, optimistic, and forward-moving mindset is the hallmark of a wealthy person. After watching this video, please subscribe and share it with your family so that you can become someone who truly knows how to build wealth. Many people love money, but few truly understand where it comes from. In reality, money is the most fluid thing in the world. The more you understand it, the closer it will come to you. Many individuals have experienced sudden wealth, as if it appeared effortlessly, while the vast majority work tirelessly, yet see little return. The key issue lies in understanding how money works and attracting it by aligning with its flow. Money, according to ancient wisdom, is like water. It is constantly flowing. If you chase after it, you will never catch up. But if you let it chase you, you cannot escape it. Let me share a story with you. This will help ensure you are in harmony with the flow of money rather than desperately pursuing it. There was once a young man who, before embarking on a business trip abroad, had only $20 in his pocket. He used this money to buy 2 baskets of unripe oranges. Upon arriving at his destination, the oranges began to ripen and emit a delightful fragrance. By chance, a guard passing by smelled the aroma and, intrigued, bought an orange. After tasting it, he was so impressed by the flavor that he bought more and began selling them in bulk. The guard was so pleased with the product that he returned with a large bag of silver and exchanged it for all the oranges the young man had. Even though he earned a significant amount of money, the young man remained calm and unconcerned. He leisurely wandered around the island and, during his stroll, stumbled upon a large, sparkling seashell. It was exceptionally rare, and he decided to take it back with him. On his way, he encountered a merchant who immediately expressed a desire to purchase the seashell. The merchant even offered to trade his entire shop and assets for it. The young man, not wanting to take advantage of the merchant, simply explained that he had found the seashell by chance. Despite his modest response, the merchant insisted, and they eventually struck a deal. As a result, the merchant left with the seashell, while the young man became the owner of an enormous fortune. This story shows that destiny can change in an instant. What is meant for you will naturally come your way, and what isn't, no matter how much you desire it, will never remain. It is said that money is meant for those who have the moral right to possess it. When you are aligned with your true path, money flows effortlessly to you. However, if you chase after money without understanding the deeper laws of life, it will slip away from you. Those who constantly crave wealth without considering their moral foundation often struggle to attain it. Instead of relentlessly pursuing money, it's wiser to learn how to attract it by cultivating inner virtues. The key to wealth lies in becoming a person of value. In the book Liao Jai Chi Yi, there's a story about a man named Wang Cheng. He was a lazy, unfortunate man with no skills for work, and as a result, he lived in poverty. According to the theory, someone like him, with no guidance from elders and no friends to support him, would find it nearly impossible to become wealthy. However, fate has a way of changing in an instant. One day, while resting in an abandoned courtyard in a village, Wang Cheng found a golden hairpin lying in the grass. Soon after, an elderly woman came searching for it. Despite his own poverty, Wang Cheng returned the hairpin without hesitation. The woman was touched by his honesty and, after learning about his situation, bought him rice and food. She even gave him 40 taels of silver to help him start a business. Thanks to this opportunity, despite some hardships, Wang Cheng eventually managed to acquire 300 acres of fertile farmland and lived comfortably, with his family thriving. People who are honest and sincere may appear to suffer in the short term, but in the long run, they accumulate merit and blessings. The famous teaching of the law of attraction tells us that wealth is not something that comes from the outside. It must first be cultivated within. If your inner world is lacking, it will generate negative energy, driving money away. But when you maintain a kind and sincere heart, your inner world becomes abundant, and this positive energy naturally attracts wealth and good people to you. Therefore, if you are not achieving financial prosperity, it may be due to a lack of virtue. Fort 35. This is what Buddhism teaches. We do not need to seek externally what we already possess internally. In a certain village, there was a woman who was very shrewd with money. She would lend money at high interest rates, accept bribes, and profit from dishonest dealings. Despite accumulating a considerable amount of wealth, her calculating nature and petty heart made her despised by others. Eventually, she made one grave mistake, leading to the collapse of her family and the loss of all her wealth. The old saying goes, the way to success is through virtue. Money can bring happiness, fame, status, and fulfillment, but it can also lead to calculations, suffering, and even disaster. Therefore, only when one possesses virtue can they truly retain wealth. As the saying goes, success depends on 30% effort and 70% luck. It's always more important to work on making yourself a valuable person than to focus solely on earning money. A story about a businessman illustrates this well. When he first started his career, he would jot down the books he read and share them with others. But the results weren't what he had hoped for, as people were busy and had little time to read. After listening to feedback from others, he decided to change his approach. Instead of sharing written materials, he transformed them into audio lectures. This shift helped him gain widespread recognition, attracting over 2 million paying subscribers within 3 years, and building a fortune worth billions. The key to his success was that he made reading more accessible to others, creating value for society. Ultimately, the question is, what value can you offer to others? Money is not something you simply chase. It is the reward you receive after solving other people's problems. The more people you help, the more wealth you will accumulate. Money reflects the heart of a person, and the heart reflects their virtue. Instead of constantly seeking wealth, start by improving yourself. Make yourself a valuable person. That is an endless asset. Life presents many problems that can be solved with money, but there are also challenges that create endless difficulties. The main issue lies not in money itself, but in how you address the core issues within your life. Many people blame their misfortunes on a lack of money, but this is a misunderstanding. The lack of money often stems from a lack of value and awareness. Most people encounter problems because they seek money immediately without addressing their own obstacles. This leads to a vicious cycle. The more they rush to earn money, the further it slips away. You don't have money because you've helped too few people. Every time you help someone, you earn a portion of money. If you help 10,000 people, you will earn 10,000 portions. If you want to help more people, you first need the ability to assist them. If you're not strong enough yourself, how can you help others? Changing yourself is the first step toward becoming strong. Most of the time, we focus on changing others, wanting them to align with our wishes, without considering how we can change ourselves. We often use others' flaws as an excuse to avoid our own growth. How do we change ourselves? By seeing others as mirrors that reflect our own flaws. This is the best way to recognize our own problems. Courageously acknowledging our shortcomings is not just a form of courage, but also wisdom. This is inner observation, and once someone begins this practice, they are not far from enlightenment. Money and products come as a result of an enlightened mind. When you create products and services with devotion, money will naturally follow. The products and services are essentially a reflection of your own mind. In the Diamond Sutra, Buddha said, "The greatest merit in life is not to give away all your wealth for charity, but to help others awaken and lead them across the shore of enlightenment." Once enlightened, help others. This kind of merit is far greater than simply distributing wealth to others. If you found today's content helpful, please like it so I know you've watched. I wish that those with a fortunate fate will soon see an abundance of wealth come your way. May you always have good luck and happiness. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button to connect more deeply with us. Share this knowledge to spread goodness and kindness, and may you accumulate boundless merit.